Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy is a popular self-help book focused on improving time management and productivity. The central idea of the book is based on the metaphor of eating a frog, which means tackling your most challenging or unpleasant task first. By doing so, you set a positive tone for the day and prevent procrastination. We have brought you a detailed chapter-by-chapter summary of the book. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the summary. In the introduction of the book, Brian Tracy introduces a simple but powerful concept. Eat the frog. The frog is a metaphor for the most important, often most difficult or unpleasant task on your to-do list, the one you might be avoiding. The idea is that if you tackle the toughest or least desirable task first thing in the morning, you'll feel accomplished and motivated for the rest of the day. Tracy explains that successful people tend to prioritize and tackle these challenging tasks first instead of procrastinating. By doing this, they build momentum, feel less stressed, and ultimately become more productive. He argues that procrastination is a major obstacle to success, and that by starting with the hardest task, you can avoid wasting time and energy thinking about it. Once that big task is done, everything else feels easier in comparison. So, in short, the introduction sets up the book's main idea. If you deal with your biggest, toughest task right away, you'll feel more in control of your day and life, and you'll get more done. Chapter 1. Set the table. In this chapter, Brian Tracy talks about the importance of setting clear goals and planning ahead. He starts by saying that if you don't know what you want or where you're going, you'll waste a lot of time and energy just drifting through life. Having clear goals helps you stay focused on what really matters, instead of getting sidetracked by random tasks or distractions. Tracy emphasizes that the first step to becoming more productive is to define your goals clearly. Instead of thinking about vague ideas like, "I want to be successful," you need to get specific. Write down your goals, break them into smaller tasks, and figure out exactly what you need to do to achieve them. He also highlights that you need to be purposeful in how you spend your time. If you want to reach your goals, you need to prioritize your time, and the best way to do this is by planning your day in advance. Tracy recommends sitting down each day and writing out a to-do list, prioritizing the most important tasks that will move you closer to your goals. Chapter 2. Plan every day in advance. In this chapter, Brian Tracy emphasizes the power of planning your day in advance. He argues that this is one of the most important habits you can develop to boost your productivity and avoid wasting time. Tracy suggests spending about 10 to 15 minutes each evening or first thing in the morning to plan out your day. It's not about being super detailed or rigid, but about giving yourself a roadmap so you know exactly what you need to do. The idea is that if you don't have a plan, you'll spend your day reacting to whatever comes your way, and you'll likely end up being less productive. By taking a little time to plan ahead, you'll have a clearer focus and feel more in control. It also helps you to prioritize. When you plan, you can decide which tasks are the most important and which can be postponed or even eliminated. Without planning, you might waste time on trivial tasks that don't really help you achieve your goals. Tracy also talks about how this planning process helps reduce stress. When you know what you need to do and when you need to do it, you don't have to waste mental energy trying to figure out what's next or what to prioritize. You can just dive into your tasks with confidence. Chapter 3. Apply the 80-20 rule to everything. In this chapter, Brian Tracy talks about the 80-20 rule, which says that 20% of your efforts lead to 80% of your results. He explains that not all tasks are equally important, and your job is to figure out which tasks make the biggest difference. These are usually the most challenging and impactful ones. He emphasizes that many people waste time on things that feel urgent but don't really matter, like answering unnecessary emails or minor tasks. Instead, you should focus on the few things that actually move you closer to your goals. To do this, review your to-do list and identify the tasks with the most significant impact. Once you know them, make those your top priority and start with them every day. The author highlights how working on high-value tasks helps you achieve more in less time. These tasks are often uncomfortable because they require effort and focus, but they're the ones that create real progress. He also warns against multitasking, as it spreads your attention too thin and reduces your effectiveness. By applying the 80-20 rule, you train yourself to prioritize better and work smarter. Over time, this habit can lead to less stress and more meaningful accomplishments. This chapter encourages you to shift your focus from being busy to being effective by always choosing the tasks that truly matter. Chapter 4. Consider the consequences. In this chapter, Brian Tracy emphasizes the importance of thinking about the consequences of your actions. He explains that successful people prioritize tasks with long-term benefits, even if they're challenging, instead of focusing on short-term rewards. He encourages you to ask yourself, what will this decision or action mean for me in the future? He stresses that your ability to delay gratification and focus on what matters most is a key predictor of success. By considering the impact of your choices, you'll naturally prioritize the tasks that align with your bigger goals and future success. Chapter 5. Practice the ABCDE method. In this chapter, Brian Tracy introduces the ABCDE method for prioritizing tasks. Label tasks as A, must do, serious consequences; B, should do, minor consequences; C, nice to do, no consequences; D, delegate; or E, eliminate. Focus on completing all A tasks first, especially the most critical A1 task. This method ensures you work on what truly matters while avoiding distractions. It keeps you organized and ensures you focus on high-value work while minimizing wasted effort. By applying it daily, you build the habit of prioritizing effectively. Chapter 6. Focus on key result areas. In this chapter, Brian Tracy explains the importance of identifying your key result areas, tasks that are central to your role and have the most significant impact on your success. He suggests making a list of these core responsibilities and evaluating how well you're performing in each. By focusing on improving these critical areas, you'll enhance your productivity and make meaningful progress. Mastering key tasks is essential for long-term success. Chapter 7. Obey the law of forced efficiency. This chapter highlights the need to recognize time constraints and work efficiently. Tracy advises focusing on the most important task as if you only had a limited amount of time. This mindset forces you to be decisive and prioritize effectively, ensuring you make the best use of your time by concentrating on high-impact activities. Chapter 8. Prepare thoroughly before you begin. In this chapter, Tracy emphasizes the importance of preparation before starting any task. He advises organizing everything you need in advance, eliminating distractions, and setting up a productive workspace. Being thoroughly prepared allows you to work uninterrupted and maintain focus, saving time and boosting efficiency. Chapter 9. Do your homework. In this chapter, the author stresses the value of ongoing learning. To excel at your tasks, continuously improve your skills and knowledge. Tracy suggests identifying areas where you're weak and committing to personal development. Mastery helps you complete work faster and with greater confidence, leading to better results. Chapter 10. Leverage your special talents. In this chapter, Tracy encourages you to focus on tasks that align with your strengths and talents. He explains that leveraging what you're naturally good at not only boosts productivity, but also brings greater satisfaction. Identifying and developing your unique abilities ensures you work in areas where you can have the greatest impact. Chapter 11. Identify your key constraints. This chapter focuses on identifying constraints that limit your progress. Tracy advises pinpointing the biggest bottleneck in your workflow and working to remove or alleviate it. By addressing these key obstacles, you can unlock greater productivity and move forward more effectively. Chapter 12. Take it one oil barrel at a time. In this chapter, Tracy uses the metaphor of taking it one oil barrel at a time to explain how to handle large tasks. He suggests breaking overwhelming projects into smaller, manageable steps. Focusing on completing one piece at a time makes the process less intimidating and helps maintain consistent progress. Chapter 13. Put the pressure on yourself. In this chapter, Tracy emphasizes creating a sense of urgency by setting personal deadlines. He suggests challenging yourself to act as though there's no time to waste. This self-imposed pressure keeps you focused and ensures steady progress. Taking control of your time creates discipline and boosts productivity. Chapter 14. Maximize your personal powers. In this chapter, Tracy explains how maximizing your energy levels enhances productivity. He stresses the importance of taking care of your health through proper rest, nutrition, and exercise. Working during your peak energy times allows you to perform tasks with greater efficiency and effectiveness, improving results. Chapter 15. Motivate yourself into action. Tracy focuses on staying motivated by cultivating a positive mindset. He recommends using affirmations, visualization, and goal reminders to keep your energy high. Staying inspired and visualizing success helps you tackle tasks with enthusiasm and maintain steady progress, even during difficult moments. Chapter 16. Practice creative procrastination. In this chapter, Tracy introduces the concept of creative procrastination. He suggests intentionally putting off or ignoring low-value tasks to concentrate on higher priority work. By being selective about what you postpone, you free up time and energy to focus on activities that make the biggest difference. Chapter 17. Do the most difficult task first. The author reiterates the importance of starting your day with the hardest, most important task, the frog. And tackling this first builds momentum and creates a sense of accomplishment. By prioritizing the most impactful work early, you set the stage for a productive day. Chapter 18. Slice and dice, the task. In this chapter, Tracy advocates for breaking tasks into smaller, actionable parts. He calls this approach slicing and dicing. By dividing large projects into manageable pieces, you can focus on one step at a time, making the task feel achievable and maintaining steady progress toward completion. Chapter 19. Create large chunks of time. The author highlights the importance of creating large, uninterrupted blocks of time for focused work. Avoid multitasking and distractions to maintain your concentration. Scheduling dedicated time ensures you can complete high-priority tasks efficiently and produce your best results without unnecessary delays. Chapter 20. Develop a sense of urgency. In this chapter, Tracy emphasizes developing a sense of urgency. He suggests working with energy and speed to build momentum and maintain focus. Cultivating this habit helps you accomplish more in less time and establishes a reputation for being reliable, effective, and action-oriented in your efforts. Chapter 21. Single-handle every task. The author stresses the value of focusing on one task at a time until completion. This single-handling approach eliminates distractions and builds momentum. By dedicating all your energy to finishing each task, you enhance efficiency, reduce stress, and achieve better results consistently. To wrap it up, this book gives you simple but powerful tips to stop procrastinating and get more done. By focusing on what really matters and staying organized, you can be more productive without feeling overwhelmed. I'm Daniel. I hope you found these ideas useful. Don't forget to use them in your day-to-day life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.